Well, you know her name, you know her music. Kate Ceberano has been producing popular hits for more than 3 decades.
Oh, Pash Me. Kate's couch dancing here. The Aussie singer and songwriter has 3 arias to her name and has been inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. She first danced her way into the charts as lead singer of I'm Talkin' and became a fixture thanks to memorable hits like Bedroom Eyes. Slow-mo hand dancing. It's a great thing. She lived a life in the spotlight, connecting with people through her music, but now she's urging us all to stop and take a moment to focus on our own connection.
And Kate Ceberano, she's here. Hi.
Kate
Morning.
Ceberano.
There was in that clip there was a really young photo of you. You look like you were about 14 or something.
I was 14.
Oh,
that was the first. I know. And it was Jimmy Hannon's Search for a Star. I don't know if you even remember that. You're too young, but that was the first talent show you could go on in the country. Molly Meldrum was a judge, and
How did you go?
Third.
Yeah,
I was
as a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
No wonder you were. There you are. Yes.
Little baby.
Baby.
I know, such a baby.
What do you, so we're talking 3 decades of music now, more.
Just say it quickly.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be 50
hang on.
this year.
I say
it's the big one.
I say it quickly, but maybe not. Maybe like 3 decades. Wow.
3 decades. Well, 3 decades. Certainly in this country as a woman, I don't mean to make a big statement about that, but it's true. There are many men who have retained, their glamour well into and beyond their 50s, and there's only like a handful of women probably who've managed to do that. So I feel very proud about that.
Well, what do you think is in the longevity in the music, though? Because they are great tunes, and when we play them back now, there are people in the lounge rooms all over us saying,
I love that.
I love that.
I think the key thing for me is as a musician, like if you write your own songs ultimately and sing and you can do all sorts of work in your life. I've done musical theatre, I've been on television, I've done plays and film, but my heart belongs to music, and as a musician I love to sit at the drums, the keyboards, everything, and deliver music. So I think hopefully I'll only get better as I get older.
You must be a real nightmare in the studio, are you?
Oh, I'm a complete diva. Actually, no, the thing is, it's like getting me off of the instruments when all the other players need to play it and do it properly.
That's what I
I'm like
thought.
I know, a jack of all trades, a master of none. Tinker, tinker, tinker. Yeah, I know, it's not quite as fun.
Do you have through the catalogue, is there a favourite song of yours? Is there a special little baby in there?
I think Brave is the one that's held stead with me for the longest, because that was the first song I wrote with my brother, and we were about, I was 16, he was 17 or something like that, maybe a little older. But as your first song and you're still performing your own song 30 years later, you want it to be something you want to keep up. Bedroom Eyes, on the other hand, for instance, just the title used to really irk me because it wasn't something I penned. And I've never used the phrase, oh, I love your bedroom eyes. It's just one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Brave is something
But Pash Me is something that's you've said a lot.
And Pash is something I relate to very personally. It's good for New Year's Eve parties.
Yeah.
You released that triple album of your favourite music this year, and you were on talking about that. But then looking forward, you've said you want to try and find your own DJ, like a David Guetta-esque type person?
I just wanted to be, like when Shirley Bassey went into that mode with Pet Shop Boys and David Guetta, I just think it'd be the most awesome thing to get a lot of my early dance tracks from the 80s and just go hard and be able to stand as a fully mature woman, no need to have to kind of get into tights or 6 or 8 inch heels anymore. I could just let it stand behind a disco setting and just go back in time. That'd be awesome. Anyway, that's just my fantasy. One day I will. I will. I'll get the right guy and, we'll go hard, but it's on the rise. It's just there.
It's just below the surface.
It's just there.
It's
I know.
ready to go.
Go hard or go home is what...
As we say in music. As we say.
That's a morning show motto, isn't it?
Is that it?
Yeah, go hard, go home.
Go hard or go home.
This year, you got your Order of Australia medal, which now means we have to call you, like, Sir.
Well, you can call me Lady
Your
Catherine
Honour.
if you like.
Lady. Yeah.
Lady Catherine will work. Actually, I don't think you call me anything other than...
Amazing, we'll call you Amazing. What does that mean to you?
It means more on a familial level, like for family, because of the history. A family travels through so many periods of their lives. They become so many different things. Do you know? When you leave a trace of yourself, some little legacy, what this will have meant to my family and to my daughter and her family is that Mum had done some hard work it was worthy, and it did a good thing for the community, and it was worthy. So that's a great thing. So,
oh, what a beautiful legacy to leave behind.
I like that.
We'll only have empty spray tan bottles to leave behind as our legacy.
Oh, no. When you say we, you mean you, right?
I'm including you in that.
We have to leave the boys a Snorlax.
Tell us, you're working on something, talking about family and connections
well,
and all that.
It's a lovely project. I've been invited to a party. It's White Pages, and this is why I'm here, actually. They thought I was warm and fuzzy and good for connections. And the White Pages actually is, well, it's sort of like a family tradition, really, isn't it? If you needed to find anyone back in your history, if you needed to go back into the school and find out who you went to school with and who was that person. It was all pre-Facebook. You'd have that great white lump of a book.
Yeah.
And you could find and trace these people in just a flash. Well, there are still people all around the country who use it, and they couldn't think or imagine themselves ever touching Facebook to find a friend. Mm-hmm. And Facebook often sort of presupposes everyone's still so connected, but we're not. And so they invited me to come and, you know, put some attention on that and how you could find people. And they're all registered, and it's an easy access. It's just all online, very easy to use. And anyway,
so it's White Pages.
It's White Pages, and they've got a competition, and this is where the party end of it happens.
Yeah, you had me at party.
I know, parties are great. They're inviting everyone from every state to write a little essay, and, you know, just a brief little reason why they want to meet up with a friend that they've lost connection with. And you know how it is if you have children or you move out of a district. Those early connections, those really you know.
Yeah.
So give us your story.
Why? As to why you want to find them.
Why you want to find them, and White Pages will award you with bringing your friend to a party in Victoria with a whole pile of celebs. They get put up in a hotel, and then you get to hang out with your mate and just reconnect.
Nice.
That sounds really good. We're going to put all the info on the Morning Show website for that. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me. It's lovely to see you. We're all very spring-like, and it's not spring-like at all out there today.
No.
So let's hope.
But you brought the warmth and the sunshine into the studio this morning,
and the pashing, the warmth, the sunshine.
Good to see you as always.
Thanks for that. Now, for more information on the Real Connections campaign, just jump across to the Morning Show website. All the details there for you.
You have like several people reaching out occasionally to find you.
Yes, I do.
Ex-school girlfriends and stuff, yeah. Don't you? Do you?
Well, not really.
Oh, I thought.
Well, no. Well, there's been
we won't talk about those ones. We'll talk about it off camera, shall we?
Coming up, find out the secrets to making your pet an online star when we meet one of the internet's famous felines.
We can't talk about her boyfriends, but we can talk about.
Yeah, I know. Right?